Hey, welcome to my podcast. My name is Trinity McCall. I will be self-hosting today's podcast, and the focus of today is more of a random podcast and just kind of going over topics that I like or stuff like that. Yes, so welcome to my podcast. Okay, so the first topic for today is about books and some of the books that I personally have enjoyed during my youth. And these are book series that I personally think could have been as big as a franchise as Harry Potter because the love, and also Hunger Games, Hunger Games and Divergent. Those three became really big box office hits, and I just felt that the books that I read in my childhood could have gotten the same love because they were as big as those franchises as well. And those two books that I'm talking about are Percy Jackson, the Demigod series. And personally, I really, 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 really love Greek mythology. And reading those books growing up was such a fun thing for me. It was 5 books in total. And I remember my mom getting me the books. And I just love those books so much. And the thing is, they did come out with movies for them, but they were so bad. You could tell that the budget wasn't there and that they didn't really try hard. And it could have been such a big thing, but they didn't put enough effort into it, and till this day I'm pretty upset about it. Another series that I also like is the series of Unfortunate Events. This is also a book that they made a movie out of, but they not gave up. What they did was, Jim Carrey, awesome choice. This is the series Unfortunate Events, by the way. They casted him as Count Olaf. He's the perfect Count Olaf. And they recently turned into a Netflix series, but I didn't watch it because, I don't know, Count Olaf can only be played by Jim Carrey. But they condensed all of 3 books. It's a total of 13. And they condensed 3 into one film. And they put it out in order. But the film was still good, but they didn't complete the series. So it had so much potential, but they never completed it. And that's another series of books that were so, so, so good. And I just truly wish that more effort and more budget and more time and energy was put into these 2 books because they hold a very, very, very deep part of my heart because, I don't know, I grew up on those books, and unlike everyone else who read the Hunger Games and Harry Potter and stuff like that, those were the series that I read, and really, really wish that they got some more love. So, yeah. Moving on to the next topic. Okay, so for this segment, I went on my social media and asked my followers or my mutuals or whatever you want to call it to ask me questions. So one question that I got was, what is your sun, moon, and rising sign? My sun, it's Leo. I was born in August. My moon, I have no idea. And my rising, I'm pretty sure my sister told me I am a Scorpio rising. I don't know anything about what's it called? Astrology. So I have no idea about that one. The next question was, what are your opinions on the current political climate? My thoughts on stuff like that is genuinely, I don't know. The current political climate, Trump, that's all I have to say. He makes your mind just kind of shut down. I have no thoughts because he's such a, sorry if this is offensive to anyone, but dumb person that it's hard to even try to even get into anything political because I don't even want to engage myself into that. So yes, that's my thoughts on that. And then the next question was, what are your thoughts on the Democratic candidacy? all I know is Joe Biden. That man's weird. Another thing, sorry if I'm offending anyone, but like there's been like videos and just stuff going around like of him just kind of moving in a way that doesn't seem okay. But I mean, like at the end of the day, he's the lesser of two evils, so I would prefer him to be in office. But like with the coronavirus going on and everything happening, like it's looking a little bleak and a little, I don't know, not too good. So hopefully we can pull through and get Trump out of office. The next question is, what do you think about the coronavirus? My thoughts on the coronavirus is that it's such a big thing, and it's so big that we're out of school, we're at home, we're self-isolating, but like there's not enough information about what exactly it is. Like we're all self-isolating, but what exactly we're fighting against? You're telling us to wash our hands, do this, do that, but like it's not enough information on this virus, and they're not being very upfront about how powerful it is, which is kind of scary. And like, how long are we going to be self-isolated? And like after this, how are we moving on from this? And like people who get it, is it in them forever? Like there's so many questions that have been left unanswered, and I feel like we need them to be upfront about this because it's affecting people's life hugely. People are losing their jobs. It's just not looking too good. So yeah. Another question was, what's a problem we as a society need to work on? Everything. Society is such a complex but simple thing at the same time. We have systems in place that hold people back, and put people forward, and sometimes people get caught up in that and turn on each other, and it's so complex. But like we can simply fix it by just, I don't know, understanding, being aware, being self-aware. People get so desensitized and in their little bubbles that they forget that it's more than that. It's more than you yourself. It's everyone around you. And we have a lot of problems. Every ism in the book is a problem, but if it hasn't been fixed now, it's not going to be fixed for a while. So it's only so much we can do. Okay, so for this segment, I will be talking about the top 7 worst foods. Since 7 is my favorite number, I would have did 10, but I don't have that many foods that I don't like. And amongst these foods, people might be like, you're so weird, but genuinely there's a story behind each one. So, starting from number 7, White Castle. This has become a recent hate of mine because, I don't know, I can only really laugh about it because White Castle is good sometimes, but after eating it so many times, it just started to taste, I don't know, bad, and I don't like it anymore. So coming in at number 6 is oysters. I hope this is the right seafood, but all I know is it's a type of seafood with the shell, and you open it and it's like this gross, slimy, like mushy textured food, and I hate it. I don't like food like that. Any other seafood, yes, but this, it's a no for me, dog. Coming in at number 5, we have bananas. And most people be like, bananas are good. What do you mean? That's such a good fruit. No. I have a story behind this. I don't know. My dad one time made us eat bananas. It had like the when it's, I guess, getting ripe and it's brown. I don't even think that's what it does. But I remember him like getting mad that we had let them sit for so long one time. And like he made us like eat the brown parts. And I just hate them now. I really do. I can't eat bananas. They're so gross. And that's why. And then coming in at number 4, we have black olives. There's no special reason. I just don't like them. Number 3, guacamole. I just don't like that one either. It's not that good. And like, I don't know, I guess the texture, the smell, everything about it, I don't know. Number 2, chitlins. I've never tasted it. I don't need to taste it. It's chitlins. And coming in at number 1, we have frozen burritos. And I don't know what it is about this and like why it's like, let me explain. One time we got frozen burritos from the store, and I remember heating up one, and the smell made me gag. Like, I can remember the smell of it, and then like I think I tried to taste it, and I feel like I was gonna throw up. So I just remember like that bad like feeling I had when trying to eat that frozen burrito, and I'm never ever in my life going to eat another frozen burrito again. So yes, that was my top 7 worst foods, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so that was my podcast. It was pretty random, pretty like weird, I guess, but like it was just things that I thought about and like what I want to share to my audience. I want to thank myself because I'm the one who came up with my own ideas and talked and did all of that. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Be excited for what's probably next to come. And I'll talk to you guys next time.